ground. Growing so, growing so. Growing so, growing so. Ain't got time to play around. Put some salt up on the ground. Growing so, growing so, growing so. Growing so, growing so, growing so.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Throwing Salt.
What's up, y'all?
How y'all doing? I mean,
Hey,
it's been about a week, right? So hope everybody had a good week. Our week has been crazy and busy like always. How was your week?
It was great.
It was a great week. It was a great week. We missed y'all a lot, but we back. We back in this business. Just seeing how everybody's doing. It's been a great week though. It has been a great week. We got some rain. I don't know if y'all know where we are. We're in Maryland, so we go through all four of the seasons.
Yeah.
We get a little bit of sun.
This time it felt like Seattle, Washington over here.
We get a little sun. We get a little rain. We get a little sparklight. I don't know. Really, sometimes we get winter in the summer in the winter. I really at this point I can't tell the seasons.
It was a little cold early in the morning, then get real hot.
Start sneezing. I'm like, where are we at? And so we thinking of even from the rain that it's gonna try to do something to eliminate the pollen, but it don't work. I still be sneezing. I still be having Claritin on deck. Like, let me just stop calling out names because y'all not sponsoring nothing. So I still be having my allergy medicine on deck.
Oh man.
But today's been great. We're up early because we definitely want to make sure that we are putting out content like we said that we were going to do. And we got a cool little episode, a little topic that we getting ready to talk about today that I'm excited about. And for all of our new viewers today, throwing salt is just really what it is. Some people may think it's shade, but it's totally different. We're actually throwing biblical truths. We're trying to give out some nuggets as it relates to Jesus Christ.
Yep.
So we love Jesus Christ. We have been raised on the first pew of the church. And because of that, there are a lot of things that we were raised in that we are finding ourselves that we are actually being we're like a caterpillar. We're like being turned into a butterfly. So we're going through like this metamorphosis phase.
The cocoon stage.
Yeah. So we probably said this before, but we're kind of realizing the ideals that we were and the traditions we were brought up in sometimes weren't. It was man's traditions.
Yeah, man.
And so we try to. We're still trying to navigate. And I think again, what pushed us to this place a little bit was first the pandemic because that was wild.
Yeah.
Don't think I experienced anything like that in my life outside of the. If any, we said we in Maryland, so the DC sniper and Y2K. I just like we was out here, like we've been around a long time.
And terrorist attacks.
And terrorists. I mean, I was really out here, like, but my mama didn't care though. Like literally, the DC sniper was out, but she said still walk to your butt to that school. I was like, we were walkers.
I was throwing shade because I was walking behind people like. If you fall, I'm doing the other way. I'm trying to tell you.
Every white van, we was scared to death.
Dog, to death.
Like, but
I was
still
hiding
were
behind
outside.
trees, hiding behind people.
She still didn't care though. She said walk to school. Like those are the type of parents
and
that
didn't
raised
walk
us.
with you though.
No. Oh,
she got
she
her
was
car.
gone.
She got her car.
They were already gone. Like we were literally latchkey kids. I feel like, well, let me not put
Thanks
my
a
mom
lot,
out there.
Mom.
I know. I don't want to put my parents out there because I don't.
Nah, I'm putting them out there.
I mean, what's the statutory limit of getting them arrested?
I don't
Because
know.
like, were they able to keep us like at home at like
no
10?
CPS probably would have came.
Yeah, they definitely would have came. So I mean, I'm glad that we're bound to secrecy in our house. I'm just saying like we was raised for what goes on in my house stays in my house, but we still be leaking the goods sometimes because I'm tired of the mess. I dare not.
And where's our dad? Where was he at?
Working.
He was definitely working like this. Nah, just listen to your mother.
Yeah. He out here too, just sniping
so we all gonna be out here dodging bullets. How about that?
I mean, black people were scared of the sniper, but we really wasn't. Though. Like Bambas was still doing what they needed to do. Bambas was still going to Walmart. Like I ain't playing. There's a 2 for $27 deal, and I'm getting it.
I was going to the ice cream truck. I was like,
we was outside. Like we was literally outside.
Yeah.
John Malvo just picking off, and
Man,
I'm just like, We out here,
We out
still
here.
walking.
Man.
But that's not our topic. Obviously, we digress. You know, sometimes we go off
It
on
always
tangents.
takes a left turn.
It
Always takes a left
always,
turn.
it's a tangent. But yeah, so tell the new people like what throwing salt is. What was birthed? How it was birthed?
So throwing salt was really birthed from a sermon that I had preached on a
Yeah.
Sunday morning. It was we was talking about being the salt of the earth
Yeah.
and being the light of the world, and how Jesus told us who we should be as Christians
Yeah.
in this life. And he was just saying that, you know what I'm saying, if salt loses its flavor, what good is it?
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
the light is on the top of a hill and there's a lamp over top of it, what good is it?
Yeah.
So what he was trying to say is that you have to be who you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be what I have made you to
What
be.
I've made you.
Because if you be what I've made you to be, you will impact more lives.
Mm-hmm.
You will impact more people. And that's where we are now in this generation. Now we need to be the light of the world.
Yeah.
And the salt of the earth. So people won't be spoiled.
Yeah.
So they won't go bad. So their
Yeah.
souls won't go bad. So their minds won't go bad.
Right.
Because there's so many things out here to corrupt people.
Oh, absolutely.
And there's so
Sure.
many things out here that makes people corrupt by what we see on social media,
Yeah.
by what we look at, what we feel, what we you know what I'm saying, what we hear.
And it's almost like even the innocent things are now becoming corrupt.
Yes.
So like the cartoons,
Yes.
the cartoons now, where we're like, oh no, we'll just let the kids sit there and watch a show, and then like 2 minutes later, you saying butt shaking. I'm
Man.
like, wait a minute, like I can't
I had
even.
to
I
look-
have to put guards like on everything
Yeah.
now. Like you just never
Yeah.
know what's happening.
And they just desensitizing you just to
Yeah.
their agenda. The government is really just doing that, and I'm looking at it every day. It's just like, to your agenda, you just keep on desensitizing. And I'm just like, dude, this doesn't even fit here.
Yeah.
Why is this in this?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't get it. It's like you trying to make me be okay with something that the Bible told me not to be okay with.
So I guess in this season, that's what the Lord has really called us to be. It's really, like he said, the salt of the earth.
Yes.
And so we are just using our platform, what we can bring, because again, everybody's story is not the same. So I know, like we talked about before, we have a ton of podcasts out here, but everybody has a different view on some things. And
Hey.
I think our story is worth telling.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, who knows? It may be here for a little while, a long haul, it may be here for a little while, but while we have the opportunity, like what, as the old folks say, why is there still breath in my bone, in my body?
Yes.
I'm going to tell it like the Lord told me to tell it.
And tell it like the Lord told you to tell
So,
it.
and we're just grateful that he has still empowered us and has given us this opportunity to be able to be the salt of the earth.
Yeah,
And to
definitely.
still use us in this last and evil day.
And be a preserver.
Yeah.
That's what salt is.
Yeah.
Salt preserves things to not go bad. So the thing is, Jesus, even though he left this earth,
Yes.
but he left his spirit with us
Yes, he
to
did.
be the salt of the earth.
Yeah.
And to teach us and to guide us into all truth.
All
he
truth.
lead and guide
Yep.
into all truth. They call the Holy Spirit the Parakletos, which is the paramedic
Yes.
of what you need. He is the helper.
Yeah.
Paramedics come only for help.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like, so if he is the helper, take the help.
Take the help.
Take the help.
That's all we saying, and we're gonna be able to help lead you to the help, because
Yes.
that's what we are. We are. The Bible told us to be fishers of men. So we're
Fishers
we're
of
fishing you
men.
in. Well, we're lifting up His name, and then He's gonna do the drawing.
That's it.
all we
That's
do. We
all
don't
we
come
wanna
here
do.
to make you believe or
No.
doubt what you believe. We come here to give you the good news, and hopefully that good news.
And we're
changes
not
your
here to
heart.
do that. That's not our job.
Yeah.
Our job is not to do anything. Our job is to lift Jesus up.
Lift
And
him.
he said, if I be lifted up,
I will draw.
He said, I will draw all men unto me. So our job, we got to stop trying to do Jesus' job.
Yeah.
We need
Oh,
to do
yeah.
the job that he gave us to do.
Yeah.
Lift him up, not just by what you say, but how you live.
Right.
Not just
Right.
how you live, but, so what you think.
Yeah.
Because a lot of things, we can be corrupted by what we see, what we think, what we do, and what we say.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, be the light and be the salt.
Yeah, I agree. So if you're new here, we start off every episode with the icebreaker question.
Icebreakers.
And so, my sidekick here never knows what the icebreaker question is going to be.
Never,
And
y'all.
whoever we have here, they never know what it's going to be. And most of the time, I'm picking them actually off the random. So we're we'll be doing this a little bit together. So today's icebreaker question. What is what is your favorite story or character in the Bible and why?
Sheesh, there's so many good characters in the Bible. My favorite character in the Bible has got to be David.
Yeah,
David.
I knew he was gonna go there. That's why I want to crack your nose.
It's
but
got
that's
to be. It's got to be David.
About to be me. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Tell
it's
me
got
why.
because David was courageous.
Yeah, man.
Man, David was a person that he didn't take no for an answer.
Yeah,
And he didn't take what people said about him. He didn't take it to heart.
yeah,
Like he was like, okay, they don't really like me, but that's fine.
yeah,
They don't really want me, but that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the strongest of the bunch. I'm not the biggest of the bunch, but I'm called
yeah.
out of the bunch.
Yeah.
And you ain't got to be the biggest. You
Yeah.
ain't got to be the strongest.
Right.
As long as you called by God,
Yeah.
man, that's all that matters.
Yeah. He'll fit you to purpose.
He'll fit you to your purpose.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Oh, that's a salt moment right there.
He definitely.
Oh, yeah. And we do this when something hits wild or hits right in your heart.
Yeah.
We here.
Yeah.
We here with it.
Yeah, he fits to the purpose. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think for me, and obviously, I mean, these are questions, but it says character. But I think if I had to say one, I mean, because obviously everybody's going to say Jesus, but I would probably go Paul.
Oh, yeah.
And the only reason why is that because Paul was just a G.
Yeah, man.
Like,
Yeah.
when he was converted,
Yeah.
like there was no stopping this man. Like
There was no stopping before he was converted.
Right. So and so it was no stopping before, but after he was like an old school bishop. Like get up and was
Man.
like oh, you're the least of these. Look, I've been shipwrecked. I've been this. I've been that.
Nah.
I've been called. I'm smart. I done studied with the most. And you think you better than me? Oh, please. Like,
I
and then had
love
to call
Paul.
Peter out. He was calling out people that Jesus chose.
Yes.
Like,
He called Peter out. He set Peter straight.
listen, he was going off.
He was like, nah, man. Nah, you get around
He
them
was like
Jews.
that good accountable friend.
Yeah, he was like, you get around them Jews, you act
You
different.
act different. You
But then
real
you
shady.
get around them Gentiles and you want to act like you want to break
Right,
bread with
right,
them.
right.
Nah,
You
bro.
out here code switching. I
Yeah,
don't
you
like
code
that.
switching. I don't like that,
I don't
bro.
like
I
that.
don't like that. I don't like that.
how you doing
He
that.
even told them, I think it was in the Corinthian church, he said, I've already judged the matter.
Right.
I ain't there, but I've already
Right,
judged it.
right.
You know what I'm saying? The Holy Spirit in me, we good.
Yeah.
So,
and
hey.
it was good. It was good because he knew himself too. Like he knew his worth. He was like, "Listen, I didn't study what most of these. Like I know what you just
Gamaliel was
finding
his
out.
teacher.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I've already known this stuff. Like
Yeah.
this is not.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like to boast, but he also said, "Listen, because my life is hid in Him. This is the reason why I'm doing this. I'm a slave to Him."
he said, yes.
So I mean, whatever you're
I am
trying
a
to do,
prisoner
I am
of
a prisoner
of Christ.
of
Yes.
Christ.
And for his work. Like, I'm like, man, he was so deep. And he wrote most of the New Testament.
Yeah, he did.
Like, he really was like really going around writing from jail cells.
Uh-huh.
Like, hey, God, let me get a piece of pen and let me get a piece of paper and a pen.
Yeah.
I need to write this down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to tell y'all to put on the whole armor of God while I'm looking
Right.
at this soldier right
Right.
here. Yeah, put on the breastplate of righteousness. Put on the helmet of salvation. Do all that for me,
Do
please.
all of it.
You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, I might be in chains right now, but I'm going to be all right.
I'm gonna be all right. So shout out to Paul.
Shout out to Paul.
Shout out to Paul. And shout out to David.
Shout
too.
out to David.
You know,
Yeah,
these-
we slaying giants
Right.
out here. We slaying giants.
the ones who came before us. You know,
ones
they're
who
part of
came-
that great cloud.
Yeah.
That's where we're going. We're
Yeah,
pilgrims.
yeah.
You know, getting to that great cloud.
Definitely.
But going back to your character, I think what's so interesting and what's going to lead us to our topic today is that you preached a sermon on Sunday that really was actually surrounding David himself.
Yeah, definitely.
And what I took from that, as you were preaching, I'm still thinking about podcast topics. 'Cause I was like, this is good. It's a salt moment. So I'm taking notes. So I wasn't on my phone. Like for those of y'all see me, I was taking notes. But what I realized and what really stood out is when David was asked to wear King Saul's equipment.
Yeah, when Saul gave him his equipment. Yeah,
He's sitting there like, I gotta slay. So again, Saul is telling him, you know, David is at this point saying, I'll go. You know what? Y'all out here being scared. I have crushed the mouth of a lion.
Yeah.
I've crushed a bear.
Yeah.
Who is this uncircumcised Philistine? And what is he trying to do to God's people? Like,
Exactly.
man, God's going to fight for us and we're going to
Yeah.
be good. And so in that, Saul is thinking, looking at his stature, saying that you're not good enough because of how you look, right? And that was also, if we go back to earlier in that story, that's what was a key learning point in the beginning because who's the prophet? Samuel
Yeah,
came
Samuel.
and was looking for
Yeah.
all of Jesse's
He
sons.
when he went down, the Lord told him.
Yep.
He said, Samuel, how long are you gonna mourn over Saul?
Yep.
And Samuel was just like, God, I know you rejected him, but yeah. He was like, nah, you mourning long
Yeah,
enough.
we done.
He said, well, I'm done with him.
Pick up your
He
baby. We're
said,
done.
come on, I need you to go to Jesse's house. He's
Yep.
in Bethlehem. Mm-hmm. Go down to Jesse's house. I got a son down there that he has.
Yeah.
And I'm going to anoint to be the next king.
Yes, indeed.
And David went, and Jesse went, Samuel went down to Jesse's house.
Yep.
They made the sacrifice.
Yep.
And he said, call out all of your sons.
All of your sons.
When he called out his first son, he looked at him. He seen that he was, kind of strong,
Yeah,
big.
yeah.
Yeah. God said, the first thing God said was, don't look at their appearance.
Mm-hmm.
The appearance of people
Yes.
sometimes can blind you from the glory of God.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people, because they look holy,
Yeah.
you may think they're holy.
Yep.
And they're not.
Right.
Because they look like they can command heaven,
Yeah.
don't mean that they are with God.
That's some of the things that we found as we were, I guess, divorcing ourselves from tradition, is that that's what we were told or how we were taught to compare holiness, right?
Yeah.
How you look. If you're not covered up, if you don't have something on your head, if you don't have this, if you don't have that, if you don't do this, if you because you're involved in this or involved in that, that means that you're of the devil.
Yeah.
And it was never about what God wanted, which was about his heart or about
Exactly.
the heart of a man.
Exactly.
It was never about that. We always looked at the outer appearance first and never even dived into the heart. We never even looked at that. We never even thought about it because we always thought that your outward was enough.
And that's the thing, even in the natural, though.
Yeah.
A lot of people marry people for their looks.
Yeah.
A lot of people date people because they look good.
Only. Yeah.
Only. But what do you have in your head?
Yeah.
Like, what do you other than bringing your BBL to the situation,
Right.
what else do you have?
Right.
Other than bringing your chiseled body to the situation,
Right.
what else do you have? Because you can be a pretty idiot.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can be
Yeah.
a beautiful fool. And that's another thing. Like,
Yeah.
people can be like, well, after that, then what?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, I look at people, and I see people in relationships. I mean, even we have been in relationships where we solely predicated our relationship with that person off of what they look like.
Yeah.
But then when we talk to them, they are airheads.
Yeah.
You be like, dude, you have nothing to talk about.
Right.
Like, other than your looks, I don't even like you.
Right.
Like, really, I really don't like what I'm
Yeah.
saying. And it's like, the longer you're around a person, the longer you're around them, you start to see more like, I really don't like this person.
Yeah. And it's okay not to like some of their characters and some of their traits. The Bible says we need to love, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, but we don't have to like
Yeah, some things about you. Oh, there's some things I don't like even about a lot of people. But
Yeah.
some things I don't even like about myself.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
I mean, we cool. But, you
Yeah.
know, I've been with myself for a long time. So, you know.
Me and myself knew each other since the beginning.
Right. But we working on some things.
We're working on something.
But
Me
that's what I'm saying is like, you always, not Jesus, God told Samuel, don't look at their appearance.
Yeah.
Don't look at their appearance. I'm going to show you who to anoint.
Yeah.
Because when he went to Jesse's house, he said, you got 7 sons. He said,
Right.
but the Lord ain't mad at me. Like,
Right.
you
I
got
know his
any-
voice.
he says, I know what God has done.
Right.
He's been talking to me since I was in Eli's house. So I know he sent me down here.
Yeah.
Who else do you have?
Right.
He said, well, I got this runt out
Right.
there with the sheep and goats.
With the sheep and the goats.
And he's tending the sheep.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, when that part of the story hit me,
Yeah.
he said, and the guy even dropped that in my spirit. If a man is not working when you find him,
Right.
you need to wait.
Yeah.
For women, y'all need to wait.
Yeah.
If he ain't working,
Yeah.
when you find him doing what he's supposed to do, you gotta wait.
Yeah.
I ain't saying a person that don't fall on hard times.
Right.
Because that happens.
Right.
But man, if you ain't got no intentions on working, and when Jesse Jesse told when he summons David to come to him, he said Samuel said, "Well, yeah, go get him because I need to talk to him. I want to see what he looked like."
Right.
They said he was a dark-skinned guy,
Yep.
beautiful eyes,
Beautiful eyes.
and looking nice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, there you go.
Yep.
He might not have been king material at the time.
Right.
But God does not show you what you're going to be.
Right.
He shows them who you are first, and he makes you who you're going to be.
Yeah. He fits you.
He fits you.
And the reason why, and what's so good about this is that the work was done in the dark a little bit.
Yeah.
Nobody knew David like that.
No.
But what was great about it is that when they found him in the place that God always wanted him.
Yes.
So it's
A
always,
shepherd.
yeah. So I think sometimes our prayer, especially for my prayers, like, God, if you were ever to crack the sky, I hope that you find me doing your will, right?
Sheesh.
Because I don't want to be found somewhere laying in some man's bed, right? And all we hear is, dun, dun. I don't know what the crack of the sky is going to sound like, but I always think about it like the Power Rangers with Tommy. Dun, 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 dun. I feel like I really wanted to be like that, but then then the dinosaurs. So I don't really know what the trumpet sound going to sound like, but that's what I always imagine it in my head.
Yeah, because when they say, and that's the thing, man.
It's like, what is it going to sound like? Like, what do you think it's going to sound like?
I don't know, but I'll
Like,
be honest with you. I think the only people that's going to hear that is the
it's
people
those
that's
that
looking for him. Because
Yeah.
that's just my opinion.
Listen, but every noise now be scaring me half to death. Like, not like, so, like a couple of weeks ago, there was like this, I guess they said it was a sonar or something with the
like a
sonic boom or something like that.
Yeah.
We was on our way to get something to eat. And all we heard was, bow! I said, Lord, is it time? So every loud noise, I don't play with those loud noises. Even Chauncey got up. I said, okay, wait a minute now. Like, I know if his spirit shook. Then wait a minute, what's going on?
I was asleep in the car. I heard that, so I said, oh, Lord. So, but nah, down where I live at, right? So I hate the sound that they have for the fire department. That's gonna be like one of them bomb threats. Like, what?
Oh, no.
I was like, the first time I ever heard that, Joe, I said, Brittany, close the door. Lock the doors. Man, I was like, let's
Get my gun.
Get my gun. I'm going down to the cellar. I didn't know what that sound. They was like, nah, that's just the fire department. I was like, why do they have a corrupt sound like that? That is weird to me. Why does it not something of a
that's
siren?
what I'm saying. That's
like,
why it has to be a distinct sound because we hear so many other. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it has to be. I don't know. I maybe I need to move on because I think this is gonna waste too much of my brain space. But I just be. That's all I be hearing is then all you gotta see is just the water's giving up the dead.
Yeah,
and you got those arising, but they don't walk like the Walking Dead. They don't come off like this,
Nah.
like the daggone Michael Jackson video.
Yeah,
Bum,
nah.
bum. I don't want that to happen. I just
nah.
want it to really just rise up.
But he said you're gonna be changed in a moment in the twinkling of an eye.
Twinkling.
And so if that's that quick, I ain't gonna know it anyway. So hey.
Because sometimes, because you have to be changed because some people are actually, they're heavier. So it's going to take a lot of more force to get them up to this, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Okay. Because some people, like the Holy Ghost, it's the buoyancy. Sometimes like in the salt water,
Anyway,
let's move on.
Let's move on.
All right. So Jesse, he was picked. Jesse wasn't scared. David, sorry.
Yeah.
David wasn't scared. So what's bringing us, fast forward in the story, bringing us to our point. He's talking to the King Saul.
Yeah.
Saul's looking at his outward appearance again.
Yeah.
He see that we got a 9-foot giant.
Yes.
This giant got to be destroyed because at this point, as you said, this giant didn't put people's lives on the line.
Yeah. He literally put freedom on the line.
Yeah.
He told them he was so confident in his power that he said, if you kill me, we will be enslaved by y'all. But if we kill y'all, we going to enslave y'all.
But isn't that just like how the enemy, he thinks he's so bad and bold
that
he's like, he turned up so hard on you, like, I know I'm going to win. He has that much confidence in himself that I know that I could take over your mind and you won't do nothing about it.
Yeah, you can take over me.
Yeah.
Me personally. But you don't know what I got with me.
Within me.
And within me.
Yeah.
Now, he don't just walk with me no more. He walks. He's living inside of me.
And that's what the enemy sees. He only saw what he can see.
He only saw David. Goliath only saw the boy David.
Yeah.
He didn't see the God of David.
Yeah.
And that's what sin only sees. It only sees you.
Yeah.
And if you allow the sin to isolate you from God, he can destroy you.
Yeah.
But if you go in as a package deal to sin, He can't destroy
I'm going
you.
in with my father.
He
That's
going
it.
in with your father.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's it. I'm going in with my
Saul tried to give David his armor.
Yeah. So he saw the same thing as the enemy saw, which is
Yeah, he
which
said,
is
you
the
ain't, he
Goliath.
said, come on, this man has been a man of war
Yeah.
since his youth.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning they have a track record
Right.
with Goliath.
Yeah.
They already knew. They have read up on him.
Mm-hmm.
They know what type of person he is. Mind you, he's already been out there in the valley for 40 days just talking.
Just talking.
He been out there. He got an armor bearer that was holding his shield. So you got a person that's 9. Do you even know what 9 feet look like?
Goodness.
That's almost as big as a basketball court.
Yes.
A regulation court is 10 feet tall.
Jeez.
He was only a foot shorter than a regulation basketball court.
That's
so
crazy.
just that, and
that's walking towards you.
And angry.
And angry, right?
It's not
and
that
and know how to fight.
And know how to fight.
This dude is like, he's not a chump. He's not going to sit
and
like,
he doesn't like you.
Right.
So I'm already on your bad side. You're way bigger and way stronger than me. And you don't like me and you're angry at this point.
Which is why you can't go into any fight like that by yourself. Because the thing is, what David brought to the table, because of his stature, he had to bring Jesus Christ. Because the thing is, how was he able to be so bold? He came here with things that he had already been doing and those things that God brought to his remembrance. Like, what? And then he did it in the name of, he was like, okay, listen, this uncircumcised Philistine is coming against the people of God. Like, do you know who my God is?
You got to be mad.
Confidence.
When you see things going on in your life, you got to get mad about that situation.
Listen.
Especially when you got people cowering under the circumstances. Oh, man. Oh, she got cancer. It's over. What?
Yeah, you got.
So y'all gonna just die right here.
Yeah.
So y'all just gonna just give up right
Especially when
here.
you got people that already think that you're gonna fail.
Yeah. So we gonna say
obviously Goliath wasn't the only one that thought that David was going to fail, because Saul also, which is why I got to give you more.
Saul, David's brothers,
his father. Like, he was like, what in the world?
None of them looked at him.
Family.
Even Samuel didn't really know.
Yep.
Until the oil was poured over his head.
Yep.
That they said, and the Spirit of the Lord moved upon David mightily. Ever since that day.
Yeah.
Because God had left Saul, who was in position, and moved to a person that was doing the work of a king.
Yes.
And the thing is, he said, and when Samuel poured the oil on David, the Spirit of God moved with him mightily. So David knew from that point on, oh, I got something better than what I had before.
Yeah.
If I can kill a bear and a lion without God, I can slay a giant with God.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can do this.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going in my own strength.
Right.
But I know the track record of my courage.
Yeah.
So I ain't scared of a giant if I can kill a bear.
Yeah.
You're not scared of foreclosure when you dealt with cancer.
Right. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not scared of my child going to jail when I've dealt with low self-esteem and I've dealt with suicidal thoughts, and God has helped me through all of those things.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
You have a track record, like you said, that he'll carry you through every storm.
Yes.
He'll be with me through
and I
every
got
storm.
the confidence now because I've been there with God.
And he's done it. Yeah.
Some people have seen God do some crazy things, some ridiculous type things that people, it would even baffle the minds of people. The doctors report, you don't even believe.
Right.
They be like, you got tumors here.
Yeah.
You got 6 months, but you lived another 10, 15, 20 years, and now they don't see a trace of nothing. What?
Yeah. That's actually crazy. Like, if you actually pulled your medical history and just the average person who's been through some things medically, pull that medical history and see where they are today, would baffle the minds of the human beings.
They be like, this, you've been through that, and I still worked.
Yeah.
And I still took care of my kids. And I still took care of my family. And I still drove while going through this because it was not just me.
Yeah. It was who was in me.
It was who was in me that was carrying me until I learned a firm foundation in him.
Yeah. So that brings us so we're at the story of David, of course, and this brings us to our podcast topic. But so Saul gave him his armor.
Gave him armor.
So he got a helmet, he got breastplates, he got all these things.
Gave him a sword, gave him a shield.
Gave him a shield. And what's so interesting is what did David do?
They said, the Bible said that David took one step in Saul's armor, and said, I can't go in this. The Bible says he took one step
Yeah.
in man's perspective and man's armor and said, I can't go like this. I can't fight like this.
Yeah. So our topic. So as he was saying that, only thing I kept hearing in my head is that this stuff don't fit.
This stuff don't fit.
This stuff don't fit. And what's so crazy about that is that sometimes we're trying to make stuff fit that just don't fit.
Just don't fit, y'all.
Like it's like I'm tired of wearing other people's stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm tired of wearing other people's stuff.
I'm just tired
and
of
it's
wearing
not
it.
even just about that metaphor. It's the heaviness of the armor, but for you it could be I gotta wear the weight of my mother's sins. I'm tired of wearing.
Or her shortcomings. Of how they believe.
And it's for us, it's like how we're divorcing ourselves from really what God wants you to be, opposed to what man thinks you should be.
Yeah.
I don't want to wear your stuff. I don't want to wear it because you are having a bad or anxious day that has to be my portion.
Yeah.
I don't want to wear this stuff.
Yeah.
This stuff don't fit for me.
If poverty is in my line,
Right.
it stops with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
If drug addiction is in my line of generation to generation, everybody was on some type of drug, it stops with me.
Yeah, because this stuff don't
Because
fit
now I have not been introduced to just your opinion.
Yeah.
I'm introduced now to his power. I'm tired of being what y'all have already been.
me. Yeah. Yeah. And you feel like I need to go down the same road to get the same result.
Because listen, even a doctor would tell you, well, if your mother had
Right,
high blood pressure,
right.
your father had high blood pressure,
Yeah.
more than likely you're going to have it
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Well,
Nah, this
no.
stuff don't fit.
It stops with me.
Yeah, it stops with me.
My brothers were scared of Goliath.
Yeah.
My king was scared of Goliath.
Right.
The army was scared of
Yeah.
Goliath. But when I came down there, first of all, I came down there to bring them food.
Yeah.
But it took my attention to what he was saying.
Yeah.
And I instantly got angry.
Right.
You got to get angry in your life
Yeah.
when things don't line up to what God is saying for you.
Yeah. And when you feel like you got the enemy taunting you about it.
And that's what he was doing
Yeah.
for 40 days. Who gonna come out and fight me?
Yeah.
Who gonna come out and do this? I'm better than all y'all.
Yeah.
Man, I'm even to the point where I put our freedom on the line. That's how confident I am. I can beat y'all.
Yeah.
You already beat. Mike Tyson said this. He said, I knew I won the battle when I looked in people's eyes. And when they would cut their eyes away from me, I already knew I had their soul. I said, well, and that's so true.
Yeah, you got to
Because if you can stare a person down in their face,
Yeah.
you ain't scared of them.
Yeah.
But if you got to keep looking around, looking down to the floor, looking up, man, wait a minute. He already know he got your soul.
Yeah.
So if I know I got your soul, you ain't going to fight me with all your potential.
Yeah.
Because you're scared already. And so David knew that his army was already defeated because of what they were saying out of their mouth. Oh man, he a man of war. He big. He's
Right,
strong.
right.
Oh my God, what are we gonna do? Who is this uncircumcised
Who is he?
Philistine?
He ain't nothing that my God
Who
can't do.
is this guy that not only y'all should be mad enough that he defined God's army?
Right.
Y'all seen what he did? He split rock for y'all. He opened up waters for your ancestors. And y'all mad at a man?
And that's what baffles me about people is that we'll remember things, traumas and triggers, but we don't remember the things that make sense.
You never remember the good things.
Yes, or like, okay, didn't he just do this? And then we go back to that quick. Oh, I'm scared again. I'm like, but you'll remember when Tony from high school slapped your girl. But you can't remember when he done just split rock,
Man.
split seas, what saved your family? That's not something that triggers
you
in your mind.
You take the trauma more than you take the blessings
victories,
and
yes.
the victories. When the victories is supposed to be on your mind more than the trauma.
Yes.
Because the trauma ain't gonna do nothing but keep you in a box.
Our posture as Christians should be victory.
Be victory.
We are victorious every single, even when it don't feel like it.
Even when it don't feel like it.
Like, because the thing is, whether we are here on this earth or with him, we're still victorious.
You're still victorious.
So, and that's what I think people are saying is they think that this is the end.
No.
This life is old. Like, this is going to be the end all be all. They don't believe that there's something else that's more.
Yeah.
It's like we're right at this point, we're doing what we can with the life that we have, with the time that he's given us.
Exactly.
But this is not the end. There is an eternity. And I don't have time to have on stuff that don't fit.
That don't fit. I'm
That's
tired
weighing
of
me
wearing.
down.
I'm tired of wearing your anxiety.
Yeah.
I'm tired of wearing your disappointment. I'm
Yeah.
tired of wearing your fears.
Yeah.
Because I keep hearing what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I'm around this dysfunction.
Yeah.
So if I'm around dysfunction so much, I make dysfunction a part of me.
Yeah.
I make your fear a part of me. I make your low self-esteem a part
Yeah.
of me. I got to get around somebody that say, though he slay me, yet will I trust in him.
Yeah.
I got to get around somebody that say, even yea, though I walk through the valley in the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me.
Yeah.
Your rod and
Yeah.
your staff,
Yeah.
it comforts me.
Yeah.
Thou prepares the table before me in the presence of my enemies.
I need that word to lay aside every weight that's so easily beset.
beside you,
I
yeah.
can't have you with your stuff not fitting me because that makes me heavy.
That
and
makes
then
me
because
heavy.
of that, it makes it a yoke around my neck to mean that it is now a weight. If it's a weight, it's besetting me from really doing what he's come, because I can't walk or run like he told me. The race is not given, but as we're walking and we're running this race, that we are making sure that we're not heavy because of things that don't fit our lives.
And things that don't matter to us.
It don't really matter.
Like my thing is, and it don't matter if it's your parents.
Yeah.
It don't matter if it's your job. It don't matter if it's your friends. Get away from things and people that keep weighing you down with their armor.
Yeah.
That's weighing you down
their
with
armor,
with their expectation of what this thing is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Get away from them.
Yeah.
Because they're not doing nothing but stifling you and keeping you in a prison of your own mind.
Yeah.
I can't move because my daddy didn't move.
Right.
I can't graduate from college because nobody went to college in my whole family.
Yeah.
Well, you be the first one.
Yep.
You be the first one to slay that giant.
Yeah. Yeah.
You be the first one to get a house. You to be the first one to have a Fortune 500 company.
Yeah.
You be the first one to have more than a negative in your account.
Right.
Be the first.
Right.
Stop wearing other people's stuff.
Stop wearing other people's
Stop
stuff.
wearing their poverty.
Stop it.
Stop wearing their low self-esteem. Stop wearing
Their
this
fears.
thing. Stop wearing their fears
Yeah.
because all they can believe in is Section 8.
Right.
And I'm not knocking people that are on Section 8.
Yeah.
But if that's all you can believe for, where is the greater?
Yeah. Yeah. And even stop wearing the expectations.
Exactly.
Like-
government assistance all the
Exactly.
time. So generations are built in your family because of government assistance.
Right.
When is it going to be where I can do it without the government?
Yeah. Because then if the government fall, which it will,
What are you going to
what are
do?
you going to do?
What are you going to do?
Is your hope really
It's
going to be in
really
him?
so. My thing is stop wearing other people's. Because Saul told David, "It's no way."
Yeah.
He said, "Don't be ridiculous."
Yes. Yep. That's that NLT.
He told David in the NLT version of the
Yeah.
Bible.
That was that ridiculous.
He
Ain't in that
said,
KJV.
"Don't be ridiculous. There's no way you can go out here and beat this man."
Right.
Because Saul was doing what Goliath was doing. He only saw David. He didn't see God.
And that's the thing, though, is that you got people around you who are
Only
trying
see
to,
you.
that's why you're heavy, is that they're trying to make you fit in their mode because they don't even see God like you see God.
The women that came to put spices on Jesus' body, all they saw was Jesus' lifelessness.
Right.
They didn't see that he was going to conquer death, hell, and the grave.
Yeah, even though he told him.
Even though he told him, he said, in 3 days,
Yeah.
I'll be back here again. But y'all was preparing for my demise. And you even fashioned me to stay where I was. You made spices to lay on me for me staying right here. Because all you saw, the last part of me that you saw was me hanging on a cross, lifeless.
Yeah.
You didn't see my triumphant comeback.
Yeah.
And then when you got to where I was, you didn't see me there and you thought somebody took me. You literally didn't believe what I said to you. You thought somebody took me.
And that's
rather than that I got up and rose and got up from the grave.
And that goes back to like that thinking of humans. It's like, it's like you see the miracles, but So you have an opportunity to see the miracles, but then you also see the trials, and you still believe the trials over the miracle. You know what I mean? You still believe the defeat over the victory.
Wow.
So I told you that I was going to die, that this was going to happen, and it happened.
Yeah.
You still, because I'm dead, you thought, okay, well, tag, he may not be coming back. But not even believing what I'd already said, because back to your point, if they would have, and obviously this is just my opinion, would they have brought the spices for his body? Because if he knew they was going to take his body back up, I wouldn't even, I'm like, all right, he going to be back.
The trauma outweighed what God said.
Yeah, and that's what, yeah.
For all of them, except one person. John stayed at the foot of the cross until Jesus died, till he took his last breath.
Yeah.
But 11 other disciples, you didn't know where they were. They
We know
walked
what
and
Peter's
seen
butt
him.
was. Peter was out of here.
He literally told Jesus, I would die for you. But when rubber met the road, you didn't see where he was. So don't be mad when people walk away from you in the hard time.
Yeah.
They just couldn't handle that season of your life. They just couldn't handle that episode of your life. They had to walk away because it was you and God time. So my thing is just going back to that armor thing. David was a fighter.
Yeah.
And a fighter knows, any boxer would tell you, if he gains more than 5 to 6 pounds, the jab is not as quick as it used to be.
Yeah.
The movement is slower.
Yeah.
Everything about your movement is slower because of more weight has been put on you.
Yes.
So the way you think about yourself is slower now when you got more things in your mind.
Clouded, yeah.
It's clouded judgment.
Yeah.
That's why they said don't put the weight of other people on you.
Yeah.
Because you can't even be who you really want to be.
Yeah.
Because you got too much weight on you. You got too much armor on you. You got too much things around you.
Yeah.
You got too many things of people's expectations in you for you to be who you want to be.
Yeah, and some people, you know, they may say, well, what about the scripture that says we got to bear each other's burdens? And there's a different way to look at that as well, because obviously there's different versions. One version says that we are to take part and assist, not take it as our own.
Yeah.
If you lost someone, me bearing your burden is I'm praying that you get through.
Yeah.
I'm bearing that burden. I'm not taking on the grief to make me feel like I'm the same way as you.
No.
So understanding the scriptures as well is that, no, I'm not going to fit this pain on my life so that I cannot even be your accountable partner, or
I'm
I
just
can't
gonna pray you through it because you will never get over losing somebody you love.
Right. Or anything that you're going through.
You're not going to get over it.
Yeah, right
You'll
away.
Be able to live with it and work through it.
Yep. My grace is sufficient.
He said, he told Paul, I'm not going to move the thorn in your flesh.
Yep.
I'm not going to move what you think makes you inadequate.
Yeah.
But what I'm going to do is give you the grace to go through this.
And work with it.
Yeah. So then he said, my grace is sufficient.
Yeah.
He said, I'm not moving it.
Yeah.
He says, I came to the Lord 3 times about this.
Yeah.
And he's told me I ain't moving it.
Yeah.
My grace is sufficient.
Yeah.
For some people, God's grace has to be sufficient for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for some people, he will move things out of your life and people out of your life. But some things you're going to have to just tunnel through. Because it makes you stronger. David did not move past Goliath.
Yeah.
He had to kill Goliath.
Yes. And some people gotta. I mean, I think that's the thing. Is that sometimes
we're gonna take 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
We got to.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, is that people feel like sometimes there are times in your life where you need to resist, right?
Yeah.
Resist the enemy and he'll flee.
Yes.
And there are times where we take it by force.
Yes.
The violent.
He said, the kingdom suffereth violence, and the violent take it by force.
So there's some times that this enemy we see today. Is that scripture going to stand out? We will see no more forever. And that is the time where I felt like, because if you allow him again to get an inch, he will feel like he can stay there. Once the house is swept clean and you open it back up, he's bringing him and his homeboys. We don't have an opportunity or a space for that to happen. So we are not going to have the door open. And how do I shut the door? It's with resistance, but it's also with calling it out by name.
Yeah, and
this
some
is the
things,
last day you're going to find yourself here at this address.
Yes, and some things you got to kill.
You got to kill it.
Like, you got to kill it at the root.
Yeah.
Stop answering the calls.
Yep.
Stop taking the text messages. Stop going on their page following them.
Yep.
Unfollow today.
Yeah.
Because you keep seeing them keeps the root going.
Yeah.
You keep seeing the trauma, keeps it going. You keep talking about it, keeps it going. Oh, today was just a bad day. Stop talking about it. Talk about good things.
Yeah.
So today, the Bible says that when you, and God works in numbers. So the number 40 means testing and trials. So for 40 days, he tested and tried the armies of God. For 40 years, they was tested in the wilderness.
Yes. Yep.
For Jesus, for 40 days and 40 nights, he was in the wilderness being tested and tried by the enemy. But in all of those aspects, they all overcame.
Yeah.
Why? Because they learned to take God with them.
With them.
We keep operating in this world without God, and that's why we can't get past where we are.
And then when you stop putting on other people's garments and stop trying to wear stuff that don't fit, God will give you your own.
Exactly.
He will give you, like his word says, a garment of praise for your spirit of heaviness.
And he said, put on the whole armor of God. That you may be able to withstand. Your armor that you're going to put on is custom fitted to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Custom fitted to you. Not custom fitted to nobody else.
Yeah.
That's why he couldn't wear Saul's armor. It was too many holes in Saul's armor.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was too much baggage in Saul's armor. I'm a boy. He's a man.
Yeah.
Saul stood almost 6'8".
Yep.
David was a little boy.
Yeah.
So me putting on his armor, it was too many things that could have penetrated me.
Yeah, it was opening me up for failure.
It was opening me up for failure.
Yeah.
Me putting on my father's
It was going to make me slower. It was going to make me more vulnerable. Like, no, he would have kicked me and I would have been killed by the armor itself.
Just because your mama's marriage didn't work,
don't
mean yours ain't going to work.
Right.
Just because she had all her kids out of wedlock don't mean you can't have kids and married.
Yeah, so stop putting on stuff that's not yours either.
Oh, don't trust no man because I've been hurt before. Yeah, that was your problem.
Yeah.
That's what you attracted.
Yeah.
That ain't going to be me.
This stuff don't fit me.
That don't fit me. I ain't going to jail like my daddy did.
Yeah.
Nah, what I'm going to do is be an upright citizen of this world. And I'm going to impact this world through Christ. Because I've learned to take somebody that's stronger than me with me.
Yeah.
That's wiser than me with me.
Yeah, so it definitely starts with mindset.
Yes.
Your behavior can't change unless your mindset
His mindset
first.
was already, let's kill this giant.
Yeah.
I'm tired of talking.
Yep.
When a person comes, you already know.
Yeah.
You know a person, and y'all know out here. When a person come out to fight and they ain't doing no talking and they taking their shoes and tying it up and taking off their earrings, ain't nothing else you can say to that person. They ready to rumble.
It's a wrap.
But all them people that's still doing all of this, they scared.
Yep.
All of that talking, people is about action.
Yeah.
People that can fight is about action. They not about talking.
Yeah.
David really wasn't about no talking. He was like, where is he?
Right.
I ain't about no talking.
Right.
We done talking.
Right.
He been talking for 40 days.
Right.
We done talking.
Yeah.
I ain't wearing your armor. I can't go in this and I'm done talking. Let's fight.
Right.
Let's fight.
Let's do it. Yeah.
You got to be like that in your life.
Yeah.
Let's move. Let's rumble. I'm tired of being what I used to be.
Yeah.
I'm tired of being your expectation of me. I'm tired of this relationship. I'm cutting it off at the root. I'm ready to move.
Yeah.
Let's rumble.
Let's rumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Well, we're not gonna be here long today, but this was good.
Put on God's armor, y'all.
Yeah. Put
on God's armor.
Yeah.
Stop wearing what doesn't fit.
Yeah. we're gonna stop today. We've decided that we're not gonna wear other people's stuff no more.
No.
Because we realize that it don't garner the expectations or the results that
Yeah.
we really thought it should have.
Shed the weight.
We shedding the weight.
We shedding the weight.
We shedding the weight. I think
We're
that's
shedding the
good.
weight.
That's a good one.
Shed the weight,
We shedding
everybody.
it today. We're gonna
Shed the weight.
just gonna start throwing some things off.
Look, man. Look. This was powerful today,
Yeah.
man. I got a lot out of this today.
Yeah, me too.
Man, when you get a chance, read 1 Samuel chapter 17.
Yeah.
Read 1 Samuel chapter 16. It's gonna bless y'all. I promise you.
It is.
And make God a daily dose of your life.
Yeah.
Make him a daily dose of your life. And if you do that, don't forget, man, Throwing Salt
Yeah.
podcast is here. We're here. I want y'all to like and subscribe
Like
to
and
this
subscribe
channel.
to the
Please
channel.
like and subscribe to this channel. I promise you, you're going to get content like this as if the Lord allows us.
Yes.
You're going to get content like this every time
Every week.
because we are the salt of the earth.
It's been a great episode. It was great to see you guys. All of our new subscribers, all
Yes,
of those who
yes.
are just singing and hanging in there with us. We appreciate you.
Yes,
And
yes.
until next time, continue to throw the salt.
Throw the salt.
Bye.
See you later, y'all.
Preserved by my Redeemer, the Messiah and the leader. Belly full of living water, just in case you need a leader. Reflecting the overseer, protected, cause Lord, I need you. Can't let a day go by without giving the word a try. But what if I fall short and I'm in need of a friend to pick me up and help me start believing again? Continue fleeing from sin. Man, we just fishing for men who throwing salt. The perfect seasoning for the season. You win. You win.
Ain't got time to play around. Put some salt up on the ground. Throwing salt,